Welcome to the Englishstorywell channel, your ultimate destination for captivating stories that enhance your English learning journey. Here, we believe that stories are not just a form of entertainment, but a powerful tool to improve your language skills. Let's go to started.
Moving to a new neighborhood can be exciting, but also a little scary, especially when you don't know anyone. This is a story about Sam, a young man who recently moved to a new city for work. As Sam settles into his new apartment, he meets his neighbors and learns valuable lessons about kindness, friendship, and starting fresh in a new place. This story is written in simple English to help you improve your English speaking and listening skills. Sam had just moved to a new city because he got a job at a big company. He packed all of his things into boxes and loaded them into his car. The city he moved to was much bigger than the small town where he grew up. The tall buildings, busy streets, and large crowds were very different from what he was used to. When Sam arrived at his new apartment, he felt a little nervous. He was excited about his new job, but moving to a new place made him feel lonely. He didn't know anyone in the city. As he carried his boxes into the building, he hoped he would meet some friendly neighbors who could help him feel more at home. After unpacking, Sam sat on the couch and looked around. His apartment was nice, but still felt empty without his family and friends nearby. I hope I can make some new friends here, Sam thought to himself. The next morning, Sam heard a knock at the door. He wasn't expecting anyone, so he was curious to see who it could be. When he opened the door, he saw a young woman standing there with a big smile on her face. She had short brown hair and was holding a plate of cookies. "Hi, I'm Lisa, your neighbor from down the hall," she said cheerfully. "I noticed that you just moved in, so I thought I would bring you some cookies to welcome you." Sam smiled and took the plate of cookies. "Thank you, Lisa. That's very kind of you. I'm Sam, and yes, I just moved here yesterday." Lisa nodded. "I remember when I first moved in, it can feel a little lonely at first. But don't worry, this is a friendly building. If you need anything, feel free to knock on my door." Sam was relieved. Lisa seemed very nice, and it made him feel good to know that he had already met a friendly neighbor. "Thanks, Lisa. I'll definitely keep that in mind." As Lisa turned to leave, she said, "Oh, and by the way, a few of us are having a small gathering in the common area this weekend. You should come and meet some of the other neighbors." Sam thought it sounded like a great idea. "I'd love to. Thanks for inviting me." The weekend came, and Sam decided to go to the gathering in the common area of the apartment building. He was a little nervous because he didn't know many people yet, but he remembered what Lisa said about the building being friendly. When he arrived, he saw a group of people sitting around a table, talking and laughing. Lisa waved at him as soon as she saw him. "Hey, Sam, come join us." Sam walked over and introduced himself to the group. There were 5 people sitting at the table, and they all smiled and welcomed him. "This is Jake," Lisa said, pointing to a tall man with glasses. "He's lived in the building the longest, so if you have any questions, he's the one to ask." Jake nodded and smiled. "Welcome to the neighborhood, Sam. If you ever need anything, don't hesitate to ask." Next, Lisa introduced Sam to a couple named Sarah and David, who lived on the floor above him. They were very friendly and told Sam that they liked to host barbecues on the roof in the summer. Finally, Lisa introduced Sam to Mia, a college student who lived next door to him. "Mia is studying to be a teacher," Lisa said. "She's always busy with school, but she's also a great person to know." Mia smiled shyly. "Nice to meet you, Sam. If you ever need help with anything, feel free to knock on my door." Sam felt happy to meet so many nice people. He realized that moving to a new place wasn't so scary after all, especially when there were kind neighbors to make him feel welcome. A few weeks passed, and Sam started to feel more at home in his new apartment. He had settled into his job and was getting used to life in the big city. He often saw his neighbors in the hallway, and they always greeted him with a smile. He was especially grateful for Lisa, who had been so friendly from the beginning. One evening, as Sam was walking to his apartment, he heard a loud noise coming from Mia's apartment. It sounded like something had fallen. He knocked on her door to make sure everything was okay. "Mia, are you all right?" Sam called out. After a moment, Mia opened the door. She looked tired and upset. "Oh, hi, Sam. I'm fine, but I just had a little accident. I was trying to move a heavy box and I dropped it. I think I hurt my back. Sam could see that Mia was in pain, and he wanted to help. Why don't you sit down and rest? I can help you move the box, he offered. Mia hesitated for a moment, but then she nodded.
Thank you, Sam.
That's very kind of you. Sam stepped into her apartment and saw the large box on the floor. It was full of books, which explained why it was so heavy. He lifted the box and moved it to the corner, out of the way. Is there anything else I can help you with? Sam asked. Mia smiled gratefully. No, that's all. I just need to rest for a while. Thank you again, Sam. You've been a big help. Sam felt good knowing that he could help a neighbor in need. It reminded him of the importance of being kind and helping others, just like Lisa and the other neighbors had helped him when he first moved in. After that evening, Sam and Mia became good friends. They often saw each other in the hallway and sometimes had coffee together in the common area. Mia appreciated how kind and helpful Sam had been, and Sam enjoyed having a friend who lived right next door. One day, Mia invited Sam to join her for a walk in the park nearby. It was a sunny afternoon, and the park was full of people enjoying the nice weather. As they walked, they talked about their lives, their jobs, and their dreams for the future. I've always wanted to be a teacher, Mia said as they walked along the path. I love working with children, and I want to help them learn and grow. Sam nodded. That sounds wonderful. I think you'll be a great teacher, Mia. Mia smiled. Thanks, Sam. And what about you? How are you finding your new jobs? Sam thought for a moment. It's going well, but it's a lot of work. Moving to a new city and starting a new job has been challenging, but I'm glad I did it. And I'm really happy I met such nice people like you and the others in the building. Mia laughed. I'm glad we met too. It's nice to have a friend so close by. As they continued their walk, Sam realized that moving to a new place had brought him many unexpected joys. He had made new friends, learned new things, and grown as a person. A few months later, it was Sam's birthday. He didn't expect much since he was still new to the city and didn't have many close friends yet. But his neighbors had other plans. One evening, as Sam was returning home from work, he opened the door to his apartment and was greeted by a loud surprise. His neighbors Lisa, Jake, Sarah, David, and Mia were all there holding balloons and a birthday cake. Sam was shocked. What's going on? He asked with a big smile. We wanted to throw you a surprise birthday party, Lisa said. You've been such a great neighbor, and we wanted to celebrate with you. Sam couldn't believe it. He had only known these people for a short time, but they had already become like a second family to him. He felt so grateful for their kindness and friendship. They spent the evening eating cake, playing games, and laughing together. Sam realized that, even though he was far from his hometown, he had found a new home in the city, with new friends who cared about him. As the months passed, Sam continued to build his life in the city. He worked hard at his job and made time to spend with his new friends. He learned that moving to a new place can be difficult, but it's also an opportunity to grow and make new connections. He often thought about how lucky he was to have such wonderful neighbors. Lisa's warm welcome, Jake's helpful advice, and Mia's friendship had made his transition to the city much easier. Sam also learned the importance of being a good neighbor himself. Whether it was helping Mia when she hurt her back or simply being there to listen when someone needed to talk, he realized that kindness and friendship were the keys to building a strong, supportive community. In the end, Sam's move to the city turned out to be one of the best decisions he had ever made. He had faced challenges, but with the help of his neighbors, he overcame them and found happiness in his new home. This story teaches us that kindness, friendship, and helping others are important in any community. Whether you're moving to a new place or simply meeting new people, being open, friendly, and supportive can make all the difference. I hope you enjoyed this story and that it helped you improve your English listening and speaking skills. Remember, practice makes perfect, and stories like these are a fun way to learn and grow. Improve your English speaking and listening skills with this collection of engaging short stories. Perfect for beginners and intermediate learners, these stories are designed to help you practice everyday English conversation, learn new vocabulary, and build your confidence. Listen to simple, easy-to-follow stories and repeat after the narrator to enhance your pronunciation and fluency. Whether you're preparing for an English exam or just want to improve your communication skills, this video is a fun and effective way to practice speaking English.
Whether you're a beginner or an advanced learner, our carefully curated stories cater to all levels, making learning English enjoyable and effective. Join our community of language enthusiasts and let the magic of storytelling transform your learning experience. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest videos. Dive into Englishstorywell, where every story is a step towards mastering English.